We all come from different places and have established different morals. But I have a strong belief in a quote by Nelson Mandela. To challenge their human right is to challenge their humanity. My purpose today is to persuade you that standing for the national anthem is optional. I have conducted research over this topic for almost 2 months now and have had my own conflicts and dealings with exercising my right to not stand for the national anthem. Standing or not standing for the national anthem is becoming a rising national debate topic in this country of ours. And you should be informed about it. Now you will gain the knowledge to understand why it is completely fine to not stand or even acknowledge the national anthem. Now, we will begin learning about the problem, then explain the cause, and finally the solution. Now with our roadmap in place, let's move on to the problem. Many people feel that standing for the national anthem is mandatory. One example is about how multiple NFL players and other professional athletes have lost millions of dollars in endorsements. Reported by Times Magazine and Fox Sports in an article written in 2016, talks about how Colin Kaepernick has not been hired by any team and lost endorsements. Mainly because NFL owners feel that their ticket sales will decrease. Also, Elvis Dumerville has lost multiple sponsorships, CenturyLink being the main one. But why were they treated this way? Simply because they did not stand for the flag. Also, many lifelong patriots of certain teams have withdrew from dealing with such organizations. As well as some citizens been publicly criticized, scrutinized on live TV and social media. This is just an aid to show you. This is where it all started with Colin Kaepernick. He was the first one to actually start the movement of kneeling during the national anthem. A second way people portray acknowledging the national anthem as mandatory is by how the United States of America president himself, Mr. President Trump, called out and criticized multiple individuals, saying that they are un-American and deserve to lose their job. He publicly took to social media on his own certified Twitter account and spoke out, and of course most Americans agree with his philosophy. And evident by how ticket sales decreased and how fans publicly spoke out saying they would not support these people. Reported by CBS News in an article written by Jonathan Baer in 2017, ticket sales went down by 18% and live streams also decreased. Now that we know that some Americans feel this way, let's focus on why they feel this way. There are two reasons why people feel that standing for the national anthem is mandatory. The first reason is tradition. Reported by Times Magazine in an article from 2017, standing for the Star-Spangled Banner became popular at West Point during ceremonies, but it did not gain national popularity until 1918 during the first game of the World Series of Major League Baseball. However, during this time period, it was just called the Star-Spangled Banner. Reported by History Network and A&E Network, the Star-Spangled Banner was not recognized as a national anthem until March 1931. Since this event, there has never been a law passed to make standing for the national anthem mandatory. The second reason is respect. Many Americans feel that not standing for the flag shows disrespect to the military, and that you have no honor for fallen service members. Since a lot of Americans feel like the NFL has no respect for the military, they boycott the NFL. Reported by Times Magazine in an article from 2017, it states the NFL has lost 10% of the views this season because of the players not standing for the flag. And on the page you can watch many lifelong fans burning their favorite player's jersey because they kneeled during the national anthem. However, all of the fallen service members before me fought for the right to have a choice. So in fact, their service gives me the right to either acknowledge the flag or ignore it. And there should not be no penalty for either choice. Now we know the reasons why people feel this way about the national anthem. Let's focus on the solution to the problem. The solution, which is understanding that standing for the national anthem is optional for all Americans, offers two benefits. The first benefit is that it allows the citizens of this great country to coexist and gives us the chance to focus on other issues and stops each other from committing hate crimes on one another. The second benefit is respect. Now, you don't have to carry the burden of feeling that your countrymen dishonor and disrespect the fallen soldiers before us. In conclusion, now that we all understand it's your right to stand or not for the national anthem, let's review what we learned today. First, we learned that people feel that standing for the national anthem is mandatory. They demonstrate this by how they cut off their support to certain members and speak poorly of them. Then we learned the two reasons why people feel that standing for the national anthem is mandatory. Mainly, people feel that way because of tradition and military ties. There is no law saying that I must stand for the national anthem in place of them. Lastly, we learned the solution and the two benefits it offers to understand it's optional to sit or stand during the national anthem. It allows everyone to coexist happily and to know no one is disrespecting the fallen soldiers. We all have different opinions of this subject, and I know it may be touchy, but no one should ever have their rights denied. That's what so many service members before me have risked their lives fighting for, our rights. Now, with knowing it's your right to sit, stand, sleep, or whatever while the national anthem is going off, I only hope now, with learning what we have today, we can all come to an understanding that we should not deny anyone their rights. So for you to do so is to deny their humanity.